Hello. As you can see, I'm at work on this beautiful Sunday. So, I told you yesterday that I was going to give you a challenge. So, basically, today we're going to focus on forgiveness, making amends. Um, Now, I know that's not always easy. I myself struggle with it, uh, but I know it needs to be done. Okay, sorry. I just saw a bee. I was about to go ballistic. Um, so anyway, we have to start forgiving. We have to start forgiving ourselves. We have to start forgiving other people that have wronged us. And some of those wrongs some of those things that people have done to us have really altered us. And I understand how hard it will be to forgive because I had to forgive some people in order for me to heal, because that's what forgiveness does. It allows you to heal. It gives you room to heal. I had to forgive some people for some really bad things that they did to me, and it was not easy. And I fought with myself for a long time because I did not want to do it. I felt like they do not deserve my forgiveness, not for the way that they I swear, because the things that they did to me altered my life. It altered my life. It altered my life. I'm just thinking about it. But I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to forgive myself for some things, for making some bad decisions, for not not really being as strong as I felt I should be about some things or in some areas, because I was mad at myself because I felt like you should have known better with certain things. Uh, like, that job situation. It took me a long time to forgive myself for that, because, I mean, when you when you have something good and then you let it go, you don't realize right then when you do it. But when you start going through that struggle, and that reality hits you like, dang, I wouldn't be going through this had I did things differently. You start beating yourself up a little bit, and I did that. Um, and then I had to come to the realization that, you know, I wasn't in the right frame of mind when I made those decisions, and I can't keep blaming myself because I'm not helping anything. I'm not helping the situation. I can't get that back. There's nothing I can do. In order for me to move on, I have to accept what I did and just keep moving through it. Uh, my cousin told me to put chapstick on because I'm always licking my lips. So let me do that because I'm just going to keep licking my lips. She said don't do that. But anyway, um, I had to forgive myself. Excuse me. And I'm so happy I did. I'm so happy I did. Um, Sorry, y'all. So basically, what I was saying is forgiving other people sometimes It seems like there's no forgiveness for the things that they've done, but there's always forgiveness. You've done some things, and you ask God for forgiveness. I hope, I pray, and if you haven't, then that's one of the things you need to do today. You need to ask Him for forgiveness. That's part of healing too. To get down on your knees in that vulnerable, submissive position and ask Him to forgive you. And when you, I don't care who it is or what it is, when you ask for forgiveness, you have to have it in your heart. You can't just say it. You have to feel it. You have to, everything in you has to be submitting to this request. Because if you don't do it wholeheartedly, the chances of you going back and repeating that is great. And when you forgive someone, the chances of you still harboring ill feelings is great if you don't forgive wholeheartedly. So, not only are we going to ask for forgiveness for things we've done, we're going to accept forgiveness. We're going to allow people to make amends with us. We're going to allow people a chance to right their wrongs. And we are going to right our wrongs. Now, I have I've forgiven a lot of people, but this one particular young lady, I have not forgiven. So, over the course of the next two days, 2 or 3 days, we're gonna be forgiven. Okay? I'll probably check in with you on Tuesday. We're going to be forgiving. And we're going to ask others to forgive us. That's what we're going to do. That's the challenge. To do it, to mean it, to own it, to be sincere about it. Now, this young lady, we was cool. And I loved her like a sister. And I know that she loved me because, she just used to always, when I was down, she was always there. When she needed, I was there. Our kids, interacted together. It was love. And I started getting back into my art as far as writing my poetry and experimenting with songwriting at this time. So this young guy I was dealing with at the time, he was into the studio heavy, so he used to take me to the studio and I would, lay stuff on his tracks, whatever. So I was really deep into the writing. Now, when I write, I write. I have writings, like lots of it. A lot of it I lost. But now that I'm back in my element, I just been writing. I write every day, all day. Something comes to my mind, I write. I don't care if it's a sentence. I write. Because I know the rest will come. So, I got out of doing it because that particular gentleman, I found out he was, I tell you, I wonder did I forgive him? I don't know. I think he cool. But he had a whole family, y'all. Now this man used to take me. He cool. I forgive him. I ain't mad at him. Some people just don't know how to be honest. Some people just, whatever. That's a whole nother session for us to discuss honesty. Open doors. Just be honest. Oh no, it's called open and honest. But anyway, long story short. So yeah, he had a whole family. he used to take me to go see houses and stuff. Now he had his money was there, so if he was really serious, we could have done that because both of us had good jobs, so on and so forth. Um, he was always around me, always around me. Always providing for me and my children, so on and so forth. Just always there. You would have never known, right, that he had this whole family. Now, I knew he had one child, but so basically, we going to the studio. Now we had been together at this point. We had been together for like maybe like 6-7 months or something like that. Um, when we start going to see houses and stuff, and like making plans. So sometime down after that, maybe about 9 months, because we was together about a year or so. Even after the bullshit. I'm sorry, I said I wasn't gonna cuss. But anyway, so we was going to the studio. No, actually we had went to the studio. We on our way back from the studio. We stopped at his mom's house. So he act like he don't want to get out the car. So I'm like, okay. So he get out the car, and some girl is there, some female is there, and I don't hear the conversation. Because I try to stay out of a man's business is a man's business. It's not my place to be in your business. I'm very respectful like that and reserved, where I allow you to handle yours. I really honestly believe that females need to give men space to breathe. If you having a conversation, I don't want to be in it. Even if I'm right there with you, as soon as I see you going into a whole conversation, I walk off. Because I already make it known what my stand is when it comes to that. So when I walk off, he already know what it is. So I didn't get involved in the conversation, nor did I try to hear what it was about. I just assumed that it was, family member, whatever. Come to find out, about a month after that, I'm getting a call at work, and it's this female. And she tells me that they have a child together. And I don't even know about one child. And this child that you telling me about is not the child that I know about. And they have a child together, and they engaged. So of course I hear, but I don't really hear, because I'm like, and this is hard to believe. You don't spend as much time as you spend with me, and you got a whole family. It just doesn't work that way. Well, come to find out, it did work that way. I asked him, he like, no. So I believed him. Some time go on, and she calling my phone again. Not only is she calling my phone, she's calling my phone, and he's there. Okay. And all I hear in the background is, why you calling her? Hang up the phone. And she going on him, trying to hold a conversation with me and cussing him out at the same time. So then it just clicked, you know what? This is real. And you need to remove yourself from this situation. And I swear this dude came over, he begged and he pleaded, oh, it's not that, so on and so forth. Da 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 da. What I was hearing wasn't what I was hearing. Like, seriously. Okay. But I was so mad. You know why I was mad? Because I invested so much time. And then I invested my heart. And that's the worst thing you could do to a woman like me, when it was hard for me to even try to give anybody any part of me. Because I had been messed up for so long, and then I let down my guard to try to do it. And then you do stuff like that. That wasn't the last, well, that was the first time, but that wasn't the last time. But we not even gonna have that conversation. So yeah. So I'm telling you, I forgive him. I forgive him because you know what? You were younger than me. And I'm gonna give you a pass because I don't think you knew how serious it is when you dealing with females. And he used to always act real, everything was a joke, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I just, chalked up. He just, he just liked to play around, so on and so forth. But I think his mental wasn't there. So based on that, I forgive him. But back to the young lady. So I stopped going to the studio. Of course, I wasn't going with him, but I was still writing this stuff. Of course, doing my poetry. So she had called me one day. She was like, "I'm going to the studio. Da 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 da. Do you have some songs, some stuff?" And I was like, I had stuff on CDs. I had stuff in notebooks. I'm like, "Yeah, I got a lot of stuff." I said, "What do you want?" And she was like, "I don't know." I said, "Well, look, I'm gonna give you what I had. Take what you want and give me the rest of it back. Just let me know what you use, so when I get ready to go, I won't be I won't be using stuff that you're using." That's my girl. I go to her job, take her everything, all my discs. When I say everything, I mean everything, y'all. All my discs, my book of poetry, um, that they had songs in it too, all of that, and gave it to her. I said, "Call me when you finish so I can pick it up." Okay, thank you. Time go by, no call, but I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? No call about that. We talk a little bit, whatever. I'm not tripping. So then we talk, and I asked her, you finished? And she, told me basically she was gonna bring it. She was gonna get it to me. And hold on, I don't know who this is rolling up on me. I mean, do you see that? I'm saying he just rolled up on me. I'm trying to figure out what this all about. Hey, oh, that's my co-worker. Hey, um, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, so she doesn't get it back to me. I'm gonna tell you how many years this has been. It's been over 10 years. Still haven't gotten it back yet. And I've called and asked about it. And then it got to a point where my calls stopped being answered. So I was vexed. My thing is, you stole from me. Don't take anything from me. If you want anything, you ask me for it. I have a big problem with that because I'll give you anything. Don't steal from me. And that's my work. That's my art. So that's worth more to me than any possession, anything that I own, because that's part of my soul. That's part of me. So it just vexed my spirit. So I was thinking when I thought about this session that I need to forgive her. Maybe she don't understand how serious it was for me. And she has reached out to me a couple of times through Facebook, not directly, but through Facebook she has. And I've been real short with her because I didn't want to address the situation. But like we discussed, we're all healing. So I can't ask of you anything if I'm not willing to give it myself. So part of me giving is for me to also take this challenge and dig down deep within myself and forgive her. I think, I believe, extend the olive branch because it's vital. I don't need to be mad anymore. All that she had or whatever, I've replaced it now. My pen and my paper bleeds deep, far deeper than it was bleeding then. So I'm not losing by not having that stuff. And now I realized that, but I didn't. And it's funny, when I came to that realization today when I was on the band, and I was thinking about this whole session, and I realized that I had to forgive her, and then everything started flowing through me, and I'm like, that's nothing compared to what I write now. I really write. Like, I wasn't really writing my deepest, darkest thought and stuff. Like, that stuff wasn't coming out of me because I didn't know how to bring it out. But now it just pours out, and sometimes some things I write and do and say, I'm like, dang, like, it would be so powerful. I'm like, I didn't write that. God must have, he was guiding that pen or whatever, like, because he could see all the way in you. He know. So we all gonna take this challenge, y'all. We all gonna take this challenge, and we're gonna I don't know. I'm gonna find something so when you have done it, you just send me this emoji, and I'll specify what emoji. I'm trying to see if it's an olive or olive branch on these emojis. I should have checked before I started the session, but I'm gonna find out and I'll let you know um, when I post, so you'll know. So make sure you read the post so you'll know what to put. And send it to me so I'll know how many people done took the challenge and completed it or whatever. But it's for you. I don't need to know your story, none of that. That's your story. I just want you to forgive someone. I want you to start forgiving yourself. And this is not just for this challenge or this day. This is for every day. This is a lifelong process, and we're going to keep on doing this because when you hold that stuff inside, it eats away at the core of your soul, and you deserve to be free. We all deserve to be free. And when I do it, I'm going to make sure that I post the same thing so everyone will see. And when we come back on Tuesday, we're going to have a whole nother topic to talk about. I'm thinking, and I want to say this, if y'all want to share this stuff, share it. If y'all had comments, send your comments. If y'all have things that y'all want to hear me speak on, let me know because I'm open. And I'm pretty sure that I can speak on it because I done experienced so much stuff in my life. And like I said, it's a process for all of us. We all healing. So, I'm sorry, he in the background. I guess he want my attention, but he see I'm doing something. So I can't start what I'm doing. I love him very much. That's a good man. I swear that's a good man. Him and another dude at my job, I ain't trying to put nobody on blast, but he know who he is. They always look out for me. When I don't have, I can roll up on them like, look, I need this, I need money for gas. I don't have a man, so I don't have a man that I can go to with just like, babe, whatever. But no strings attached. They just like, I got you. And it's so refreshing that there's men out here like that. And I cherish that. I swear I do. If I ever have anything and they need it, other than, this package right here, it's like, no. Let me stop playing. Yeah, they got it. But, y'all, we're going to take this challenge. I'm on my lunch break, and I'm about to holler at my friend right here. I love y'all so much. We all growing together. Share, comment, whatever you want to do it. From out of line about something, say it, speak freely. We all brothers and sisters here. We can speak candid. We can just say what we want to say. I don't get offended. I hope I'm not offending you. And we're going to move forward. We taking this challenge, right? All right, no bull. Do the challenge. Don't say you did it and you ain't do it. Because you know who know whether you did it or not. So you're not deceiving me. All right? All right. We forgiving. Extending olive branches. Me, you, us. I love y'all. MJK.